All right, let's jump right straight into day 3 of the General Intelligence Complete course. Today, we're tearing through 4 highly scoring, logic-based topics that are absolutely crucial for your upcoming competitive exams. These are the areas where you can grab points quickly and efficiently if you just know the right strategies. Let's get into it. So, here's our roadmap for this explainer. First, Figural Series logical patterns. Then, problem solving and reasoning. After that, word building strategies. And finally, coding and decoding rules. Section 1. Figural Series logical patterns. Identifying visual sequences. So, what actually is a figural series? Basically, it's just a sequence of figures arranged using a very specific logical pattern. Your job? You've got to identify the next figure, or sometimes a missing one, by closely tracking changes. Think of yourself as a visual detective, hunting for shifts in rotation, shading, or size.
Listen, here's the real insider secret. When you're staring down these questions, do not just guess. You literally need a system. You want to systematically check for specific visual changes. Is there a rotation? Are you looking at a mirror or water image? Did the number of shapes change? What about shading, position, or size? Seriously, the golden rule here is to never rely on blind guessing. Always pinpoint that exact pattern first.
Okay, let's put this to the test right now with a classic example. We've got a triangle pointing up, then one pointing right, then pointing down, followed by a question mark. Just mentally trace that movement. Did you catch it? It's a triangle pointing left. It perfectly shows our strategy in action because that triangle is rotating exactly 90 degrees clockwise at every single step. See? Once you nail down that specific rotational rule, boom, the sequence is solved. No guessing needed. Section 2. Problem solving and reasoning, analyzing information logically. Problem solving is all about analyzing information logically to reach the right solution. And notice the key word there, reasoning. This isn't about memorization at all. These questions evaluate how well you can spot relationships and logical sequences in everyday scenarios. You know, things like line arrangements, rankings, or blood relations. Now, if you want to crush these without burning through the clock on exam day, you absolutely need a framework. Step 1, read carefully. Sounds obvious, right? But seriously, don't skim. Step 2, draw small diagrams. Don't try to juggle all those variables in your head. Step 3, avoid assumptions. Stick strictly to the facts given to you. And step 4, use the elimination method to dump the definitely wrong answers. Let's actually try this with an arrangement problem. Read this with me. 5 students stand in a line. Ravi is left of Aman. Aman is left of Karan. Who stands rightmost? So apply step 2 right now. Mentally sketch out that line. If you drew it out, you'd instantly see a really simple logical sequence. Ravi, then Aman, then Karan. That little sketch leads you straight to Karan standing on the far right. Literally takes a couple of seconds to draw, but it completely guarantees your accuracy. Moving on to section 3, word building strategies. Logical arrangement of letters. Okay, if you ever totally freeze up when looking at a jumbled of scrambled letters, here's an absolute game changer of a shortcut. Look for your vowels first, always. Vowels are basically the anchors of English words. Once you've pinned them down, you can arrange your consonants logically around them, keeping common English spellings in mind. Let's give this vowel rule a quick spin with a really simple scramble. We've got the letters T, A, and C. Go ahead and isolate that vowel. Right? You grab that A, stick it right in the center, arrange the C and T around it, and the word cat just jumps right out at you. Yeah, it seems super basic here, but I promise you, this anchor technique works absolute wonders on those tricky 5 or 6 letter scrambles when you're under severe time pressure. And that brings us to section 4, coding and decoding rules, uncovering hidden relationships. Let's break down the 3 absolute most common coding patterns you're going to face, so you definitely want to visually lock these in. First up is letter coding, like shifting CAT to DBU by just moving every letter forward by 1. Then you've got opposite letter coding, which pairs A with Z, B with Y, and so on. And finally, number coding. This is where A equals 1, B equals 2, which makes CAT 3 plus 1 plus 20, totaling 24. The real trick here, pure preparation. Literally, the second you sit down in the exam hall and get your rough sheet, quickly write out the alphabet and their corresponding number positions. It is a massive time saver. Then, when a question pops up, you can instantly check for +1, +2, or -1 patterns. You can easily observe the reverse alphabet or look out for alternate letter patterns. Let's tackle a classic coding problem together right now. If the word apple is coded as BQQMF, then how would you code the word mango? Take a second and think about the shift happening in that first set of letters.
Did you catch the pattern? The correct answer is NBOHP. If we look closely at apple, A shifts to B, P shifts to Q, and so on. Literally every single letter shifted forward by exactly one spot. Apply that exact same +1 rule to mango, and it perfectly gives us NBOHP.
All right, final section, quick exam revision tips, summary of day 3 concepts. Okay, let's rapidly recap what we just mastered today. We covered tracking visual changes using Figural Series logic. We broke down exactly why you absolutely must draw quick diagrams for problem solving. We unlocked scrambled words using that super handy word-building val trick, and we cracked the hidden number rules in coding and decoding. Trust me, internalizing these specific visual tricks and logical steps is going to drastically speed up your performance in the exam hall.
Now, to make sure all of this actually sticks, here is your day 3 homework challenge. I want you to try solving these 5 questions using the exact shortcuts we just went over. Grab a pen, test your logic, and post your answers down in the comments. Because remember, crushing these exams isn't just about what you know, it's about how quickly you can uncover the rules that everyone else misses. So if the test makers are writing in code, are you ready to be the cryptographer?